PlayStation, because Sony did something very, very strange last night. Essentially, over the course of the last 24 hours, every single PlayStation website, every Sony storefront, everything, the word PC has been quietly deleted. Now, this is not the kind of thing that every single thing, including PlayStation Studios used to, a lot of them said, working on the future of video games. They now say, working on the future of PlayStation.
And what future is that, Jimmy? The future of Xbox games? The future of the Xbox Series P? Because let's be honest, people, the best games on PlayStation 5 happen to be Xbox game titles. It ain't even your games anymore, man. It's taken over by free-to-plays, third-party games, and now Xbox's own first-party.
Storefronts where you would buy PlayStation games now just say only buy it on PlayStation. The ones that actually had a little PC icon.
Oh, yeah. You know, let's also remember how Helldivers 2 did far better on PC than it did on your own platform. Let's also bring up the fact that Stellar Blade did better on Steam, which is PC, than it even did on your own platform. So this whole strategy that you're saying that Sony's going to do is not going to work. Because guess what? The ponies don't be buying those games. They be buying them Xbox carrots. You know, the ones that come straight fresh out of the box. 5-6 months old. You know, them time exclusive Xbox carrots that you guys can't wait to. Yummy. We love Xbox games. Even though you said you hated them for the past 20 years. And all of a sudden you eating them and consuming them on PlayStation. Like a good little consumer.
All vanished. Now, this is interesting because there have been multiple leaks from the king of leaking, Jason Schreier, over at Bloomberg.
Here we go with their leaks.
Sony very much
trust me, bros.
Their short PC experiment. That there was this idea of, okay, the thing that Sony said they wanted to try and do is basically put games onto Steam to entice you into buying a PlayStation 5. They said straight up, right? We'll give you Ghost of Yotei. Or we'll give you Tsushima. Come in.
That's not exactly what it is. They wanted to get you guys into the ecosystem, but unfortunately the people on PC did not want to make a PlayStation Network account. So therefore Sony's like, okay, there's no reason how we're going to get these guys to go to our platform. It's not even about the platform necessarily. It's about the ecosystem. That's why they had the whole, you have to make a PlayStation Network account. They want you guys to be connected to PlayStation, even on PC, regardless. That's the reason. And if Sony pulls out, that is probably the main reason as to why they did it.
Play Yotei. Here's the original God of War 2018. Come buy a PlayStation 5 so you can play God of War Ragnarok. The whole idea was to
Which is funny because Ragnarok is on PC, but okay.
Actually, here's a game, come buy our platform. The whole plan at the end was, hey, let's do whatever it takes to...
I mean, if that was the whole plan, then games like Marvel Spider-Man 2 and God of War Ragnarok, these games wouldn't even had release drops on PC, and they all did. So that is a complete and utter excuse. What about games like Marathon, Helldivers 2, games that all drop day and date on not just PC, but as well as other platforms, and yet you was out here coming up with excuses. Stop with the excuses, Jimmy. Stop with the excuses, Jimmy.
Increase the sales of the PlayStation
Stop
console.
with the excuses,
now,
Jimmy. You see, this is what happens when you focus more on the hardware than the actual software about what's actually being played on your platform. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no such thing as a console war because you guys want to act like as if this is some form of flex. Oh, we're playing your Xbox games. So what? Why would an Xbox consumer be mad about you playing the same games that they're playing on their preferred box? Who cares? You guys are all playing the same games regardless, except Xbox, they get the benefits of quick resume as well as getting it through Game Pass day and date. Which also means that they have a better way of accessing these said games than you do. But yet you guys don't act like, oh, but we got that PS5 Pro. You know, they're going to take advantage of it just to find out that some games work better on the Series X than they do even on the PS5 Pro. But like I said, I digress.
Actual sales numbers have just come out. They made less than 1%, less than half of 1% of their total profit on PC.
Because you know why? They made, what do you mean? They made $1 billion. What are you talking about? That is still a lot of money. See, you're not looking at it from the grand scheme of things. The reason why Sony's making money, because of all those kids buying them Fortnite skins. Now, they're not able to do that on PC. That's why they're trying to push for a live service and subscription game, so all that money that they make can go directly to them. That's the reason why PlayStation is successful. Because all the kids, they get money off 30% every time somebody buys some V-Bucks or some Roblox skins, Fortnite dance moves. That's where the vast majority of that money's coming from. Because if you say that, then obviously they're making way less on PlayStation because Stellar Blade sold better on PC. Helldivers 2 did better on PC. So that just shows you that through games alone, none of these consoles could compete because it comes down to the service, because that is where the money's at, not the games. You just pretty much proved the argument of, oh, we buy PlayStation 5 for exclusives. Well, guess what? You're saying that was less than 1%. And you're probably right. So how do you think they're getting the rest of this money? Ding, 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 ding. Good answer, Carl. Buying all that VC on NBA 2K. Giving EA thousands of dollars to build up some dynasty team on Madden NFL 26. That's where the money's coming from. And Sony is getting a deductible 30% on every single one of those third-party purchases. You ponies already know this.
Over the course of the last 3 years.
So you just admitted that selling games is not even profitable, according to your logic.
It is just abysmally bad. And it does seem like, in a lot of ways, I'll be honest, I think Sony is afraid to take even one step down that Xbox path.
What do you mean? They've already have. What are you talking about? So we're going to act like all the games they haven't dropped on PC never existed? What are you talking about? They're dropping games on Xbox, for crying out loud. Oh, Sony ain't taking that step. What do you mean? They already took the steps. They already took the damn step.
Xbox going multi-platform has clearly just...
And PlayStation hasn't either, by putting their games on PC. Now, we don't know about their foreseeable future, but this is probably to correlate about what Xbox is doing with their next platform. And they don't want these games to be accessed through the Xbox PC, because what it will do is make their platform more appealing than the one on PlayStation. But I'm going to sit there and tell you, it's not going to work, because at the end of the day, Xbox PC and PlayStation 6, Xbox PC will be the best place to play in PC gaming as well, the best place to play for third party. And that is what gamers want. They don't care about what, oh, you played Starfield, you played it. That's not, you're not getting it. You guys are not reading the room. You guys are still stuck on the 80s and 90s thinking that that's how most of these companies get their money, when in reality, it's all about service and subscriptions and milking them 30% on every single transaction sale on these Fortnite V-Bucks. That's all it is.
Permanently killed the brand. As soon as you say, buy our games on Nintendo Switch, buy our games on PlayStation, buy them anywhere.
How about, PlayStation? But see, the problem is nobody's buying your games, though. Nobody wants your games. Nobody. Xbox gamers don't want your games. Nintendo gamers. Nobody wants your games. Not even your own audience. That's why y'all out here glazing Xbox first-party titles, because that's what you guys want to play. So while you keep funding Microsoft for all the studios that they're making, well, understand that every time you do that, we're going to see one studio close down in the great name of PlayStation. And that's exactly what's happening. Remember when I told you guys, the more and more you keep supporting these Xbox games, the less and less you're going to start seeing exclusives from PlayStation. That's why I came up with the term, the Xbox Series P. Your PlayStation is not a PlayStation device. It's just another place to play Xbox games. That's all it is. And you people know it. So I guess Phil Spencer was right when he said, everything's an Xbox, if you catch my drift.
Over $86 billion. And they've made this just basically by all the third-party sales.
So there you go. You just said it. Third party. He said it. He said it. Third party. Exactly. So this whole talk about we got exclusives, well, guess what? Nobody cares, because nobody cares enough to play the games that Sony's offering. That's probably the main reason why Sony's pulling these games off PC. Because they ain't making that much money. Because guess what? Gamers just ain't buying these games, bro.
Anything to the PC storefront, right? Is it worth losing any amount of the branding? Sony is very much in a spot where I think they're terrified of confusing people at all, right? I think that we're in a space where gaming, it is so big and it's becoming so expensive.
It's big in all the wrong categories. It's big for the Fortnite gamer, but very minuscule for the hardcore. And that's what we're starting to take notice. I mean, like I've said, I bought the Switch 2 and people are barely playing games on it. They're only playing their very specific titles of games. Okay? Nobody's expanding their horizon. Nobody's taking opportunity. Oh, let me go out and try these games that I've never played on other platforms. Nope, they don't care. And then the servers are not online. You get what I'm saying? They're like, oh, what's the point? Like, well, let's just shut the servers. Ain't nobody playing these games.
You do not want that terrible, toxic messaging that Xbox attempted. This is an Xbox. I think PlayStation wants to say, this is a PlayStation. Nothing else is. No other platforms of PlayStation.
Well, if they thought that, they wouldn't have put their games on PC in the first place. But go ahead.
This alone is a PlayStation. So when you think about Ratchet and Clank, when you think about anything that is...
Oh, no. List the games. No. I want to be inspired by this pony talk. No, please do inspire me. Let me see what games we got to look forward to.
Nothing else is.
I agree.
No other platforms of
no other platform.
This alone is a PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. You're damn right it is.
So when you think about Ratchet and Clank.
Yep, that's right. When you think about Ratchet and Clank, what else?
When you think about anything that is...
Oh, see? What do you mean by anything? Oh, you must be Grand Theft Auto 6, right? Is that what we talking about? The same games that you could buy on the Xbox, but hold on, what? What other games, bro? We haven't heard Ratchet and Clank. That came out like what? How long ago for the PS5? Are you serious? We're gonna have to hear some new games, but here, brother. You just showing me that there's no reason to want to own a PlayStation 5, bro. There's no real reason. Because you're not giving me... Name the games, bro. Name the games. If somebody told me, GameStop, why should I go back and pick up an... Well, obviously nowadays it's not really that. There's really no reason. But let's just say if somebody asked me, hey, GameStop, what would be a reason to pick up the N64? Oh, that's an easy one. You got Turok 1, 2, and 3, Mario 64, Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Kazooie, Cruising USA, Cruising Exotic, Cruising the World. Okay? Oh, it's already dead. Damn, it's already done? Chameleon Twist 1 and 2, Body Harvest. I'm trying to stay on, Nintendo. Rocket Robot on Wheels. Oh, it's already over. GoldenEye. It's over already? Damn, I barely even started the damn list. And they got more exclusives than what the PlayStation has the 6 years that they've been going in. Gaming has gotten worse. You people want to keep capping. Indie games is the only saving grace we got. And it's unfortunate. You people want to keep saying, oh yeah, the N64 was only known for having 290-something games in the US. And I already named bangers all off the bat. We didn't even get into the Zelda yet. And y'all already lost the argument. While you talk about Switch 2, we getting a remake of the Ocarina of Time. Well, 64 had a new game on top of Majora's Mask, which was a proper sequel. Bro, I'm telling you, man, if you guys really think gaming is good right now, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. You really don't. And the funny thing is, N64 back then was known for waiting a long time to get games. And I'm starting to think that, damn, we wait longer to get good games now than we have ever had since the PS3 and 360. And that is facts.
Possibly branded by us. If you want to play the new Astrobot, anything.
Well, but the problem is ain't nobody playing it, Dreamcast guy. Where's the 92 million people? Why did the game only sell 1.5 million?
You have to come only to our platform.
But that's not where the money's coming from, though. If Sony made a bunch of games like that, the platform would be dead. The reason why Sony got money is because of those Call of Duties, because of those same games that you hate so much. That is the reason why Sony is in business, not because of making video games. I'm sorry to say it.
I think Sony, more than anything else, I've said this before, they are considered in a lot of ways to be the default console right now. I think that if people think, okay, I want to buy a next-gen piece of tech, they buy a PlayStation. They save up.
But all that's going to change when the Helix come out. And that's why Sony's pulling games off Steam and talking about we focusing on us now. We can't focus on bringing games to the Airbox because that's only going to make their platform look more appealing. Even if they sell you the games on your platform, people are going to want to pick up the Xbox PC over the PS5, especially if they're priced evenly. I'm going to get the Xbox PC before the PlayStation 6. The only saving grace for that system would be if it's backwards compat with all PlayStations, but we highly doubt that.
either a base PS5 or they buy a PS5 Pro. And I think Sony right now...
And what reasons are they buying those consoles? Oh, ding, 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 ding. That's right. Third party.
It's very much lavishing in that. And while a lot of PC games are objectively better, PC is the best platform for customization, mods, scale, graphics. I think they're starting to say, okay, that's just a different ecosystem.
PC gaming is actually growing. PC gaming is actually growing. Matter of fact, if you play some of those games I played on my Switch too, I think they would be more active on PC than they are on console. I've started to notice that PC is starting to become more active with online multiplayer than console gaming. Console gaming is dead, bro. There's a lot of games that are just wastelands now. It's so unfortunate. I think the true essence of what console gaming has resonated is done. I don't think people really care.
To poach people from PC is not working. If anything, giving them our scraps, it's not giving us profitability either. At this point, it's just a dead platform. Stick with PlayStation, stick with profitability, and keep those walls up.
Keep those walls up. Yeah, you know, because they had to take down the walls afterwards because there wasn't enough of you ponies that weren't buying Helldivers 2 as well as Marathon. I mean, the games that you guys offer, Sony don't have. You're not Nintendo, bro. Even Nintendo is struggling. I don't even think y'all realize this new age of gamers is very dangerous. And I'm telling you, it started this year, bro. Well, it's been starting, but it's really in full effect this year. I'm telling you, Switch 2 is not going to be doing well when that GTA 6 drops, bro. It's going to be for abandoned software, man. I'm telling y'all right now, man. Nobody want to listen to me, man. But it's okay, because the less and less you listen to me, the more W's I end up walking out at the end of these videos and live streams. So take care, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, peace out.